I'm going to be sharing some information about how you can go about jobs online in the Caribbean, and if it's something, especially myself, I'm over here in the UK, and it's something I did many years ago when I was in my late 20s. I say it was around about 24 when I made the move originally to go out and work out there in the Caribbean and see other parts of the world. So if that's something you're looking at the moment, or you already live in the Caribbean, but maybe you may be fed up with your current position, or you're looking for a better lifestyle of the types of jobs that you only could dream of, I suppose, that you could be doing out in the sun, beaches, probably more leisure type jobs. And there's probably a list of ways that you could go about getting that ideal job that you're looking for. And you could be looking at hotel work, going through the job sites and recruitment ways, just like you would do in any other country. But would you really want to go from like the UK or another country in Europe or other parts of the world to the Caribbean and sit in an office? And that's what you've got to think about. If you go abroad and you're going to go and work in another office, do a similar role, then obviously you're going to get some time off, but you're still going to be tied to that employment mentality where you're going to have to be working that 40-hour week. If you've got no funds, especially, and you might be having to rent in a foreign country as well, which might be, where you need to go and rent premises for the first 12 months, 2 years. All the other things that come with it, with depending on the laws in that particular place as well. So there's obviously the same kind of roles in reference to looking for employment, so going through recruitment agencies and going through leisure hotel groups and so forth. So that's where you could start to see through the hotel chains. If you've worked for a hotel chain, obviously in another part of the world, RIA and other companies, you might be able to find that you can get into that kind of role out in the Caribbean. If you're thinking of taking family with you, obviously that's a massive step, because then you've got schooling and other things to sort out, which then becomes a more of a major thing before you make that move. If you're single, great. That's what I did I'm 49 now, so I was going back when I was around about 24, 25, and I did about 4 years out in the Caribbean. And for me, it was a job. I was an engineer. I was actually fixing electrical, mechanical equipment, fruit machine, jukebox type equipment, video monitors, all that kind of cash registers, all that kind of thing. So I had a background. I had an apprentice from my early years, and I got approached by a chap that had been working out in the Caribbean at that time for a cruise liner. Well, it was one of them days where I didn't think anything about it, thought it was too good to be true, carried on as a service engineer in the UK, working for quite a big brewery at the time. And for me, it was a case of I wanted to see parts of the world, but really didn't have the funds to do that. And I went through the process of filling application forms out and things to work for Carnival Cruise Lines at the time. And 2 weeks later, I was sat in my parents' home and got a phone call to say, could I be out there within 2 weeks? Well, it was a massive shock, and nearly fell off my seat at the time. But it was a fantastic experience, and I lived out in the Caribbean for 4 years. Met a lot of friends, and still have them contacts, some of them contacts today. And it was a fabulous time, because I went around Puerto Rico, San Juan, Barbados, all St. Thomas, Martinique, Cozumel, and Bahamas, and you name it. Spent a lot of time in Miami, different parts of the States I went to in the holidays, Fort Lauderdale, and it was great. I really, really enjoyed my time out, and I'd suggest for anyone that you're looking to do that kind of thing and get out before you have a family. And for me today, I've got a young family. Say I've got a teenager, 14, and I've got one son who's 12. So for me, if I didn't have a family today, I know where I would be. But I'm quite happy anyway, because I can work virtually anywhere I want to. When my children do grow up, I have got some ambitions to go and live somewhere else out of the UK, somewhere warmer. And the reason, Caribbean Jobs Online is why I wanted to put this video together today is I spend a lot of time making videos now in my main business. And when I came back from the Caribbean, I went into telecoms. So I opened some mobile phone chain of shops, small chain of shops, and then I sold them in 2003 and then moved more into the telecoms market. But I had some ups and downs. I had retail shops costing me best part of about £180,000 a year, probably more than that with staff, was probably going over 200k, £200,000 a year just in rents and rates and staff. And I tell you, I looked probably 20 years older then than I do today. Whatever you think how I look, but I'm 50 next year, and I just, for me personally, what I do today, if I can just share with you for a minute, I'm working online. Been working online now for 4 years, and I came away from the work ethic of working in a traditional business, which was probably around about 50 hours a week, and wasn't seeing the children grow up. And I was looking for a way to reduce them hours but make more money, if you know what I mean, a residual way of making money. So I made my way onto the internet, and I did lose some money in the beginning. I thought it was going to be an easy road in, doing it part-time in the evenings, and I did lose a lot of money. I lost about £5,000 in the beginning over the first 12 months, and purely because I was trying to fathom everything else on my own on the internet, being able to think, well, if I can make a business online, I can go and live anywhere I want to in the future. Once the children grow up and if they want to come, I can buy a place out in the sun somewhere nice. And my idea, if I do go back to the Caribbean, it'll be obviously with the family, but having a stable online business. So that's what I've been doing over the last 4.5 years. And I've got to a point now where, I've got a nice business. It's going really well, making more than enough to be paying the bills and holidays, and basically now having a residual based income from the internet is absolutely fabulous way to live. It wasn't always that way, but you can do this, and with the right training it is possible to work online from your PC anywhere in the world. Now I've got a program that just come on the market actually, and I'd like you to take a look at it, because it's a feeder program for anyone new that's thinking of working online and not going probably and leaving their job. You might want to work for a cruise liner, or you might want to be working for a recruitment agency. But obviously, if you're in them kind of positions anyway and you're thinking of going out to the Caribbean, maybe go with that, but run something like an internet business alongside. So something that I'm going to share with you. So if you click this link below this video, if you do take a look, it's going to take you through to a lady called Cindy, and you can be making money daily into your PayPal account. It's a legitimate company. It's Fortune 500 companies that you can promote and get paid on a daily basis. So these companies are looking for the likes of us to be able to promote their products and services, but they pay us very nicely on a daily basis. And for you, earning $50 per sale is massive. If you think about $100 per day, a couple of $1,000 extra per month, and then you can build on that. And then what I do is show you the training, how you market yourself online, your branding, your attraction marketing, exactly what you would be doing in a normal job, or just being yourself and introducing yourself and helping others online as you move forward. It's a fantastic way to live. The internet is absolutely booming at the moment, and there's a lot of scams as well. Yeah, you might say, well, who do I trust? What kind of program do we go into? How am I going to do this? If you get the right mentor and the right people around you, the right community, there's no reason why you won't make money online. So what I will say to you is, if you feel you've got the money and you can do this full time from day one, and you do the education part, it's exactly like going to school, college, university. You're learning a new education. Everybody will have to, at some point, embrace the internet, because the world is changing. We're changing every single day now. Just look at Apple. In America now, Apple home working is massive. They don't have massive call centers. They've got people working all over the States, working from home as technical services, customer services. I've got companies here, travel companies in the UK now are decreasing their call centre base and then having people work from home, working around their families, but being employed, being on a phone system that they can tell when they're logged in, logged out. And the world is changing. Traffic is getting congested on our motorways around the world. And there's not going to be the spaces to be able to continue with the old-fashioned route of doing business and travelling to a meeting. And I know this because I've been in telecoms originally for 20 years, and the roads were getting more and more congested here in the UK, and it's just not possible to continue. You know, where I live in the northwest, if you're not on the motorway for 6:30 now, you know, you're just going to stick in traffic in the morning for an hour and a half. And, you know, do you want to continue doing that kind of thing over the next 5-10 years? Luckily, if you already live in the Caribbean, obviously you're probably boating around and you don't have these problems. If you're looking to move out to the Caribbean and you're looking for a way to make money, maybe you could look at this kind of business before you go, because this is a business that is going to be able to take anywhere in the world with you once you get this business working. I've got more of a top tier program as well that I can share with you, but that is people who are a bit more experienced. I like to see people start to make some money. It excites me that I'm doing my job correctly. I'm helping you to start to earn your first $50 online, $100, $200, and if that becomes in daily, it becomes a nice income. And if you think out in the Caribbean, you might not need maybe $2,000 or $3,000 to live on per month on your own. It might be sufficient, and if you can do that from a laptop, working, you know, a couple of hours a day, less than that, checking emails, doing some posts, doing some videos like this one, getting them ranked into the first page of Google, and we teach you all this kind of stuff inside. So Cindy's going to walk you through the program, what it's about, how you get started today. You can be up and running with this program within a couple of hours. I can guarantee, if you stick at this and you follow the training through, follow the training before you start to just sort of drift off and try to do things on your own. But I would focus, disconnect from any other emails if you're already online or in a form of a network business, but it's not been working for you. I suggest that you unsubscribe, and if you focus on an opportunity that you're going to get support from myself, Adrian, Learn with Adrian, Cindy in the group, in the Facebook group, everybody's there to help you to move your business and transform your business forward. So that's it for today. What I want you to do now is just click on that link below, go and have a look at what I'm talking about, the opportunity. As again, it's working with Fortune 500 companies, so we're going to be promoting their products and services, and we're going to get paid very nicely for doing that activity on a daily basis. And if you're doing videos, your money, the system is already complete for you. You've got an autoresponder, all these things, if you don't know what they are, but basically emails will go out for you, already pre-scripted. You'll populate with your details in them emails once you get inside the system, and the system potentially could be $1,000, $2,000 worth of free funnel system for you to use with capture pages. Everything's set up for you, and you're going to learn how to market your business. That's the main thing once you get things set up. So go and have a look. If it is for you, my details will be below. I'm going to be sending some further emails out as well that'll have my details, my Skype address, so you can speak to me on Skype if you don't really understand what internet marketing is about. I was doing some training earlier today with people, just showing them what a funnel system is and how it works and where you go and get traffic and how the whole internet works. And I said, I've never been so excited about this industry now over the last 4.5 years, and you know, it's really transformed my life to be able to choose when I want to work. And I love doing videos. I love coming into my office, shoot on a quick video. Like now, it's a Saturday night, 9 o'clock. The kids and the wife are watching a program called The X Factor. But for me, I'd rather be in here doing some videos, helping people, helping the team, and just seeing if I can get other people to be out there making money and their dreams come true. So whatever you're going to do, work on the cruise liners, work through a job agency, you know, go out and maybe look at the routes of working in the private yacht market out in the Caribbean. and that could be another way you'd like to come in, work for one of the liners and private yachts that you can go and approach. The only thing you'd need to do with doing that is you'd have to have a license to be able to work on them boats, but you can do that. You can do some training in places like south of France, places out to get them licenses. But that's it, Learn with Adrian. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I'll be sharing some more with you over the coming days. Bye for now.